Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81. I hope you have a great day today because I'm going to do a comparison review for this Marvel Legends, the India Spider-Man versus this SH Figuarts, the India Spider-Man. Okay, before we get into comparing the overall look, I would like to go through a more easier option, which is the accessories. Okay, for this Marvel Legends, he comes with quite a limited accessories. Yes, basically he just comes with another pair of interchangeable hands, which is not even the same pair of hands. One right close wrist hand and a left open palms hands. Weapons, which is his something like a yo-yo and the webbings, plus an unmasked head, and that's about it. Okay, so for the SH Figuarts, it comes with tons of hands, about 6 more pair of interchangeable hands, and interchangeable lens for the masked head. Of course, it does comes with the unmasked head as well. 4 types of webbings and also an interchangeable right arm. So in terms of the accessory, there's no doubt that the SH Figuarts comes with a lot more accessories to play with. And now we will go through comparing with the overall look. On my left here is the Marvel Legends and on my right is the SH Figuarts. And from here you can really see the difference, especially on the blue color. You can see that I use a different kind of blue. For the SH Figuarts, it's more like a something like a sky blue, but for the Marvel Legends it's more of a darker blue. Even for this piece here is of the different blue, and even for the legs you can see is a very different kind of blue that they use. But other than that, even the designs of the Spider-Man logo is of a slight different. I'm not saying it's a lot more different, but somehow I just love the Marvel Legends one because you can see the entire Spider-Man logo. But for the SH Figuarts, the ending is actually way below, so it looks like it's being cut off here. But oh my god, just look at the arms. This is like a different level. The SH Figuarts one, you see this piece, this something like a tattoo is actually sculpted into the body, but this one is just like a painting or a sticker onto it. Yeah, and you can also see that the difference between the color of the hands. This one just slowly turn into from red into purple, but this one is just plain red. So I did some research on it. At first I see quite a few pictures. It just shows that it's all red. Yeah, it just seems like the Marvel Legends is more accurate. But upon looking into the video, the actual screenshot from the movie, it just seems that he does have a purple hands after all. So in this case, the SH Figuarts one is proven to be more screen accurate than the Marvel Legends. And at the back here, you can really see the difference. There are more patterns on the body, especially these two, not a lot, just these two, but the Marvel Legends one seems to be slightly more plain, and even the gold, it seems to be missing, as opposed to here they do have gold linings, but this one is just like white. But the SH Figuarts one stay true to the front and back, so it just looks much more consistent. Yep, and even the SH Figuarts have some red linings on the gold here, but the Marvel Legends doesn't. Okay, so the SH Figuarts do spot to be a lot more details when it comes to the paint. And even for the heads, you can see that the Spider-Man, something like the sculpture of the spider logo, this is actually being sculpted into the body. It's not just a paint. But for the Marvel Legends, is just painting on it to do the web lining. And the eyes seems to be okay for both, equally good. Yep, and the hair, somehow I just kind of like the Marvel Legends as well, because you can see a lot of sculpture there. But for the SH Figuarts, it's not too bad entirely. There's a lot of sculpture as well, so I think they did a great job for the hair. But for the otherwise, the paint and the details wise, I think the SH Figuarts one is a lot more detailed in this case. Of course, I won't miss to compare the unmasked head of both of the brand. This is from the Marvel Legends, this is from the SH Figuarts. As you can see, I would say of course the SH Figuarts do spot to be much better looking, but the Marvel Legends isn't that bad as well. You can see that it's quite good. Okay, just that the skin is slightly more darker and seems to be glossy, but the SH Figuarts one, of course, it looks much better on the eyes. Yeah, it just seems more clearer, and it's just quite hard to see the eyes ball from the Marvel Legends, but overall I think both of them actually looks pretty okay. And in terms of the weapons, of course, the SH Figuarts do have a lot more details on it, and the Marvel Legends is just a simple piece here, and of course you can't really move it around. It's just one single piece of weapon. As compared to the SH Figuarts, you have more different kind of webbings that you can play. But this time around, when it talks about the webbings, I do like the Marvel Legends a little bit more, because you can see they are sculpted. It looks more like a spider webbings to me. But for the SH Figuarts, it's just like a white piece of rope. Doesn't really have the sculpted webbings as compared to the Marvel Legends. Next, when it comes to the articulations, once again, I think the SH Figuarts one have a lot more to offer. So it does have a separate neck, as you can see. It actually moves very freely, and it also allows the head to look up entirely. For the Marvel Legends, even though it does have a separate neck as well, but it doesn't really offer much of the movement of the head. You can see he can't really look up as much as this guy here. My goodness. Okay, and for the body, it does have a huge movement for the butterfly joint, but the Marvel Legends doesn't have any butterfly joint as well. Okay, so for this one, this piece is also a separate piece, as you can see. For Marvel Legends, it's actually part of the body. You can't really move it around, at least for mine. Yeah, it seems to be stuck there. But the body articulations, the hand are quite good. Double joint elbow, same with the SH Figuarts. Okay. Oh, okay, I think I made a mistake, discovery here. Previously in my review, I said it doesn't have arm shivers. Now I feel there is an arm shiver. Okay, so my bad. The SH Figuarts does have an arm. Oh yeah, it seems to be stuck for this one. Oh yeah, I need to use a little bit of force to loosen it up. Yeah, so he does have arm shivers for the SH Figuarts, so it's my bad. Okay, for the Marvel Legends, it doesn't have the arm. Oh, it does have, sorry. Once again, it's my bad. Yeah, it does have arm shivers, double joint elbow, double joint knee. Same with this guy here, but this one, for the SH Figuarts, you can shivers on the leg as well. And for the Marvel Legends, you really can't do that. Okay, and of course, the SH Figuarts have toe hinges, while the Marvel Legends doesn't. And the Marvel Legends does give me a very hard time to stand. He keeps just falling off. Even from my review, you can see this guy is hard to stand. Yeah, so other than that, yeah, so once again, I think the SH Figuarts actually proves to be more superior when it comes to the articulations, which is not surprising at all. And next, of course, is the scale, which is another surprising matter, because this is something like the rare times that you can see the SH Figuarts is actually much taller than the Marvel Legends. Usually it's the other way around, whereby the Marvel Legends prove to be bigger because the SH Figuarts is getting smaller and smaller with each of the releases. But this time around, yes, it's a very surprising comeback for the SH Figuarts. This time it's actually much taller than the Marvel Legends. And next we'll move on to the pricing. Of course, we know that the SH Figuarts is costing a lot more compared to the Marvel Legends, but this time around is slightly different because this guy actually got him from Hong Kong, so the price is quite reasonable. I mean, if I were to get it from Singapore, it would be maybe more, but this time around, since I get him from Hong Kong, it's cheaper. And at the same time, the Marvel Legends price has been increasing. So it used to be something like I can get one of the SH Figuarts is equals to 3 of the Marvel Legends, but because the price has been increasing, so it actually close up the gap a little. So it's more like one SH Figuarts is equals to 2 to 2.5 of the Marvel Legends, no longer 3. So they actually like make the gap kind of closer a little bit, not so much. Yeah. Okay, so for my final verdict, I would say is that the SH Figuarts is better than the Marvel Legends in almost all the aspect, except for the pricing. Of course, this guy is costing a lot more compared to Marvel Legends. But since this India Spider-Man isn't any protagonist in the Spider-Man multiverse, so he is someone that you can just get the Marvel Legends and just put together with your Spider-Man. You don't have to spend extra to buy the SH Figuarts because he's not the main character after all. So once again, yeah, I do not recommend you to really spend extra to get from the SH Figuarts unless you're big fans. Otherwise, the Marvel Legends is all good as well. I mean, the price you pay for, I think this is quite a good figure. But of course, if you can afford a lot more, you can get a more superior one like this SH Figuarts. So I do hope that you find this comparison useful for you to decide which one you should get, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video.